OpenClaw is one of the most viral and one of the most useful AI tools ever released, but if you try to install it, it could be really, really technical, especially if you're not a technical person. Most tutorials cover installing it with a line of code in the terminal app, something most people never come across. So in this video, I wanted to show you the fastest way, the easiest way, and also the safest way to install OpenClaw without any coding skills and with very little technical skills. Now, if you're not familiar with OpenClaw, this is basically an AI agent or an AI assistant that could do things for you. It could manage your calendar, for example. It could organize or declutter your email. It could check into your flight. You could even do things like create an entire YouTube content pipeline if you create YouTube videos. And the way it works is you just message the agent using popular messaging app like WhatsApp or Telegram or Discord. It has persistent memory, so it remembers you and becomes more uniquely yours the more you use it. It could control your browser. It has full system access. Again, there's a security issue here, but we'll talk about that. And then towards the end, I want to show you use cases. I want to show you how to install these things called skills that even give it more capability, but we'll cover that towards the end of the video. Now, how exactly do you install OpenClaw and what are the security concerns that I've mentioned? Well, OpenClaw is not a website. Although they have their own website that tells you what it is, this is not where you use it. It's not like going to chatgpt.com and chatting with a chatbot. It has to run locally on a computer or a virtual private server. Okay, now the way this works, which causes a big security concern, is if you install it on your own computer, you give an OpenClaw access to the root level of your computer, which is basically everything you have on your computer. And I think it's far too risky. So a lot of people, what they're doing is they're buying dedicated Mac minis, for example, to run OpenClaw, and they're not running this on their primary computer. So it has to be basically on a new or newly formatted computer in order to feel a little bit more safe. Then you could control the things that it has access to because, well, there's nothing on that computer just yet, and you only put things you want to give it access to. Now, the other option is a virtual private server, and I'm going to install it this way. That way, it's actually running on a virtual computer that's always running. That's another problem with having a local computer. You need to make sure you're always paying attention to, especially if you start giving OpenClaw tasks that require to work overnight, for example. I'm going to use a VPS or virtual private server. It's a cloud-based computer that's always on and it's self-contained. It won't have access to any of my private information on my computer. It will only have access to exactly what I choose to give it access to during and after the setup process. My go-to company for virtual private server is Hostinger. I've used Hostinger for many years. I've covered it on this channel a lot of times because I use it to host my websites too. But this virtual private server is going to be able to handle any task you give to OpenClaw. And Hostinger has what's called a one-click deploy option. So it makes it super beginner friendly. And most tutorials on installing OpenClaw are not one click. They're pretty technical. So I'm not going to show you the terminal. I'm not going to ask you for any coding knowledge. Plenty of tutorials if you're more advanced on how to use it. We're going to skip all that and we'll go ahead and use this Hostinger VPS. Now, I'll put a link in the description that'll bring you to this page. This will give you the best deal on the Hostinger VPS plans. And they also give me an extra coupon code that gives you another 10% off on this already discounted Hostinger deal. I've worked with Hostinger for many, many years on this channel. So once you land on this page here, go ahead and choose a plan right here. And these are the different plans that are available. The plan I actually recommend is this one called KVM2. Now this gives you plenty of resources so you could run OpenClaw without any issues. So these are some of the technical specs about it. You are buying a virtual computer on the cloud and it's going to be self-contained, so it's not running on your local computer. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this plan. Now this plan specifically is going to give you enough resources to run multiple different automations and bots. It's also easier to scale this later. So it's not like you're buying a physical computer that you can't really upgrade all that much. This is going to let you scale that over time. It's a great price to performance ratio, and it's obviously very cost effective. You're not buying a Mac mini, right? This price tag is about 100 times cheaper than buying a physical computer just to run your OpenClaw on. Now it's also set to the 24 months plan, which is what I recommend. You just get the best deal that way. And then if you go over here, have a coupon, type in this coupon right here, Howfinity. And again, I'll put this in the description below. You could copy and paste it. And if you apply it, that does take off an additional 10% off the price here of these plans. Now, There are some bonuses here that make it really, really easy. This is why I'm actually updating this video from the previous time I covered this. Now, the way this works is Hostinger gives you AI usage. If you don't have this, what's going to happen is you'll have to go find different what are called API keys. Well, this is all incorporated in this plan, and that gives you access to, again, OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, Anthropic, the creator of Claude, Google, the creator of Gemini, XAI. Those are all going to be available for you to use with your OpenClaw here once you set all this up. So I'm going to press continue from here. Now it's going to ask you to register for an account, or if you already use Hostinger for any of their other services, just sign into your account here. And then just fill out the billing information and the payment details, and I'll see you on the next page. Okay, I'm gonna click on Get Started here. Now you could talk to OpenClaw a few different ways, so I'm gonna walk you through how to configure that. The first option is gonna be the OpenClaw web interface. Now this is gonna look like a website, but again, it's running on this virtual private server or your own computer. So it's not going to be a website that is publicly available. Then you could message it through popular messaging app. Right now in the setup process, it's going to let you do it through WhatsApp or through Telegram. Now Telegram is similar to WhatsApp. And if you haven't used either one, they're just messaging apps. They're like your iMessage or your text message app. But I'm going to actually use Telegram. I think they make it a lot easier than any other way of chatting with it. Again, this is also optional, but I like it because then it's on my phone. Telegram is an app I already have. WhatsApp is an app I already have. So I could message my OpenClaw agent through my phone. Now, if you don't have Telegram installed, just open your App Store or the Google Play Store, look for Telegram Messenger here, and then install that. I'm gonna open this up, and I have a fresh install here, so I'll press Start Messaging. If you haven't set up Telegram before, it's going to ask for your phone number. Although it uses Telegram, it still needs a phone number to set it up here. And then once you set up your Telegram accounts, if you didn't have one before, all you have to do is press search right here. And you want to search for BotFather. It tells you that right here. So BotFather. And it's the one here with the check mark here. So I'm going to click on it right here. And then I'm going to press start. And you need to create yourself a new bot. So it says just message /new bot. So I'm just going to go to the message here, type in /new bot, and I'll press send. And then it says give your bot a name. I'm going to call this Alfred. It says it has to have the word bot, so we'll call it Alfred bot. And a bunch of the ones I tried were already taken, so it has to be a unique name here. And then it's going to give you a access token here. So this is what our setup here in Hostinger was asking us for. So I have to copy that, and this is something you don't want to share, so that's why I'm blurring mine. But just go ahead and copy and paste that into this box here, and I'm going to press deploy. Now that's going to bring us to our virtual private servers dashboard here, and it's going to deploy our project. So I'm going to give this a little bit of time here, and the AI credit I mentioned, you'll see that over here. So depending on how much you got in the beginning, I just got the default 5 here, but you could always top it off here. And again, remember, this gives you access to all the top AI models. If you do this the manual way or through terminal on a Mac Mini, for example, that's going to ask you to go to Anthropic's website, OpenAI's website, Google's website, and you'll have to take a bunch of different API keys, security, store them, and install them. So if you're a more advanced user, that is the option that I did not show. This gives you already access to all the APIs we need for this to work properly. And just to be clear, OpenClaw is an open source project. So using OpenClaw is completely free. What you are paying for is obviously a machine if you buy a computer or a virtual private server, and you're also paying for AI credits. The AI credits allow you or allow OpenClaw to be actually useful. Otherwise, if it doesn't have access to other AI tools, it's not going to be doing anything. That's what you're paying for. And I'll talk about pricing a little bit more because it could add up, but I want to show you sort of how to get started in a way where it doesn't feel overwhelming and it doesn't cost you a lot of money in these AI credit usage, which typically are referred to as tokens. Now, my project is set up right here. So to access it, all I have to do is press open right here. And this is going to ask you for your gateway token. So I'm going to go back to this page, and this is something it showed us in the beginning, but I could just copy it from over here. Our gateway token can be copied, and I'll paste it over here, and I'll press login. Now, this is the chat interface that I mentioned in the beginning. So this is one way you could use it. Again, from Hostinger, you could always just press open and come to this page. this is your chatbot, and you could talk to OpenClaw here. So if I say hi, OpenClaw is going to talk to me and it's going to ask me a set of questions to figure out who I am. And then I could ask it to do things for me, which I want to show you some use cases. And you could obviously talk to it through Telegram or WhatsApp or any other chat message. But as a beginner, this is a really easy place to use it. So I'm going to show you a few different things. First, go through this message here, just say hi, and go through all the different things that it wants to learn from you. And it's telling you that it has two different modes. So it could help you just through planning, just by chatting with it, help you write and edit emails, docs. So similar to what you could do with ChatGPT or Claude, for example. But it also has a do mode. So do mode, you could search the web and pull in resources. These are some of the examples I'm going to show you when we get to the use cases. So again, it could help you apply for jobs, organize or declutter your inbox, help you build a website, mini apps. Now, before I show you the use cases, let me just show you quickly around this chat interface so you kind of get an understanding of everything that you see over here. This channels page, this is where you could connect to different things like Telegram, WhatsApp. So if you didn't do that in the beginning, or if you had any issues with it, or if you wanted to add more like things like Discord or Google Chat, you could go ahead and do that on this page. Now, the nice thing with OpenClaw is because you have chat, just ask it how to do it. It will give you step by step. Even if you had issues with Telegram, your usage is also going to be useful. This is going to show you any type of token that you've used, again, across the different APIs. Cron jobs, these are scheduled tasks. Again, you could set this up through just a simple chat. Just explain what you want and when you want it scheduled. Then you have skills. I'm going to show you a resource for skills in a second. And this page right here, if you click on docs, you could read more about a lot of the different stuff OpenClaw could do. Now, I will follow this up with a more in-depth video as well about use cases, but right now I just want to show you how to get up and running. So let's jump into the next section. I want to show you what skills are and how to add skills to OpenClaw. What skills let OpenClaw do is more than what it could do off the shelf. You're training it to do something beyond what it's capable of by default. And there are a ton of different skills here across different categories. So for example, let's talk about marketing. If I go to the marketing and sales category, you'll see all kinds of different skills here under these different categories. And if you click on any of them, let's say blog writer, if I click on this one, it's going to bring me here and it's going to describe what that skill is going to let OpenClaw do. So this skill is to write better blog posts than what OpenClaw is going to be able to do by default. And then it gives you a little bit overview of what this is capable of. Now, all you have to do is you could just take this link on top here and copy this link over. And then all you have to do here, you could say install this skill and then paste the link where you found that skill. Again, I'll have the link in the description to this GitHub here where you could find all those skills and then you could send this out. And this is going to install that blog writer skill into my skills. So if I go to skills here, I should be able to see a new one under my workspace skills. And then these are the built-in skills that it already has by default. So it does have quite a bit of skills, 51 in this case, when I installed it already. But again, you could install different skills that could do different things for you more specifically. So now if I go back, and I could ask it to write a blog post all about OpenClaw for non-technical people. Well, this now has access to that skill here, and it's going to be able to write the blog post. Obviously, this is a simple use case. This is something you could do with any chatbot, but now it's actually using that skill. But I'm going to show you more advanced use cases here right now. Here's another link that I'll again put in the description. So instead of skills, this is called OpenClaw use cases, and there's a ton of different use cases available here. And they're markdown files, and it could show you exactly what each use case does and all the different skills required to run it, how to set it up. They're all laid out here from very beginner skills to much more advanced multi-agent, multi-channel tasks that these could take care of for you. Health symptom tracker is a good one. This multi-agent team is another good one, which is great for solo founders, for example. You could create multiple different business agents here for yourself. Daily YouTube digest is great. You could get a personalized summary of new videos from your favorite YouTube creators. Each one tells you the skill you need right over here. So if you need to install a skill, click it, take the link, give it to OpenClaw, or just copy and paste this, and it tells you exactly how to use it here on the bottom on the different options you have. The one I wanted to show you right here that I found useful is this one called Custom Morning Brief. So this creates a daily morning brief for me. And again, the skills, you don't really need any of them to be installed. I already have Telegram installed. If you wanted to create a to-do list for yourself using this agent, this also tells you to connect it to something like Asana, for example, which is what I use for my to-do list. And then it tells you to copy and paste this prompt into OpenClaw. And then sometimes it will ask you a couple questions just to clarify, but I ran one just now just to show you the result. This is something I've set for myself at 8 a.m. every day. And it is exactly what I asked for. It pulled in the AI news that I wanted, the content that I need to create around that, or I can create, including YouTube Shorts, for example, X and LinkedIn, things for our newsletter, and so on, right? And now I could refine this even more because that was sort of a prompt that was off the shelf. And I took one section out of it, which was number 3, task I need to complete today, pull that into my to-do list. I chose to take that out. So you could really personalize this. You could add more steps here, then copy and paste that into OpenClaw. Sometimes it's going to ask you for authentication, but I usually recommend just minimize the level of permission you give it. For example, there's this inbox declutter. That's a good example. Newsletter take up a lot in your inbox. Oftentimes they pile up without being open, right? So it's telling you to actually create a new Gmail specifically for OpenClaw. This is the type of thing I like to do. I created myself a new Telegram, for example, for that too. And this way, you are not giving it too much permission, especially when you're not comfortable yet using it. Now, this is obviously very viral and useful, but I recommend doing this in steps. So I would not yet, and I still haven't given it access to my actual Gmail. I've created new accounts here for this to have access to. This is telling you to unsubscribe from all newsletters in your primary, create this new Gmail, and then have OpenClaw get access to it. And then it could do what are called cron jobs, which is a schedule where it runs all the newsletter and gives you a summary. Again, copy and paste from here. So this is going to be linked below. I also have a link to this page. This is Claw Hub. This is another place where you can find skills. This is an entire skills library. There's over 17,000 of them. So, and then again, these could be downloaded here and then uploaded to your OpenClaw in order to use them. And they have a ton of information on exactly what each one does over here. Now, let me just show you Telegram again and how to talk to OpenClaw. So we set it up in the beginning of the video, but I just haven't shown you what happens next. So the bot father, let me click on this message. This will give us a link to that bot. So if you click this link, it will take you directly to that bot. Most of the time you'll see start right here. So press start. If you get any kind of errors at all, just ask your chat here inside of the web interface on exactly what's going on, what the message you're getting, and it'll walk you through it. But here, if I just ask it a question, now that I'm talking to Alfred, which is also sitting here, so anytime I could just jump in here, this is my OpenClaw. I just called it Alfred. Tell me more about number 16. I asked it for 20 use cases in my previous message here on the chat interface. Now I'm asking it to continue that on my app here. And you could see it does it on both. It's actually talking to me over here and it's talking to me on the go. So they sync up between your Telegram and what you see in this chat interface. So it makes it really easy to use it on the go and set up new automations anytime you want. Now, one tip I want to give you is when you use OpenClaw, use it slowly. Try to automate one task, set up one automation, see how it goes for a couple of days, because again, this does use AI credits, those tokens, and that can add up, especially if you set things up where it's going to go to hours of work in order to give you an output. So start with 1 or 2 things, see how it goes, get comfortable with it, and then start using it more frequently. And then you could bring in Telegram, WhatsApp, and then use it on the go as well. But make sure you check out the link in the description to the hosting your virtual private server and install OpenClaw with just a single click in a really safe and secure way. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.